the NFL season. Can't believe it's week 3. So tonight is already started with the Steelers versus Browns. Mark Cooper last week had great production value. I benched him unfortunately because the first week he wasn't doing that well, but I have him in this week. Um, I'm gonna go with the Browns. The Steelers lost a major key player in TJ Watt. Although, actually, I think the Steelers got this. It'll be a good game, though. The Saints versus Panthers. Another unfortunate news that Christian McCaffrey is all banged up. And even though Kamara is also kind of didn't go to Thursday's practice today, yeah. I think the Saints still have it. Michael Thomas has been doing good. Not the same caliber as his. I don't know if he was in his prime, technically, but yeah. Texans versus Bears. Bears should do well. I think the Bears will get the dub. Colts not doing as well as I thought they would. The Chiefs are going to go 3-0. Did Mahomes. A hot topic is did Mahomes really need Tyreek? Although we see Tyreek producing big, as well as Jalen Waddle. I know Tyreek said he's like a McLaren and Jalen Waddle's like a Maserati. So that was interesting. And talking about them, the Dolphins are going against the Bills. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I think the Dolphins got this. Although this will really put them to the test. Vikings had a slip up. It's my team, yeah, I know. But I think they'll be able to beat the Lions at home. That home crowd, man, goes crazy for the Vikings. Patriots surprised me last week. But I think the Ravens got this. Lamar showed even in a loss that he was very impressive. Bengals have not been doing well. But I'm going to say they get their... Actually, I'm going to say they get their first W. Titans, Raiders. Both of them want to win badly. It's at Tennessee. I'm going to go with Raiders due to Devontae Adams. We'll see if Derrick Henry he's been kind of sluggish so far. Commanders versus Eagles. This will be an interesting game. Jalen Hurts, though, comes year after year, getting better each year. I'm going to go with the Eagles, Reno. Chargers, Jaguars. Jaguars impressed me last week with their defense. I think Chargers are actually going to win this one. Rams, Cardinals. I think the Rams are just... Cardinals are going to be a mid-tier team where they're going to be hard to deal with, but really good teams, solid teams such as the Rams, Bills, Chargers, some other good teams will flesh out them and really kind of defeat them, so to speak, yeah. But the Rams. Falcons. I feel bad. They've had some good games. They played well. I'm going to say Falcons get their first win. Seahawks get their second loss. Packers versus Buccaneers. This is a great game. Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. Both players have been in the league for so long. I don't think they're friends, but they're not enemies, so to speak. They know each other. Packers showed some light last week. I'm gonna say Packers get the win. Even though I'm a Vikings fan, can you believe that? My bias and subjectiveness is not getting in my way. 49ers, Broncos. Jimmy G we'll have to see how he performs at prime time. But I think he'll come to show us that he's ready to be, he wants to have this position. So, 49ers. Although Trey Lance, was it season ending? Trey Lance really, um, yeah, Trey Lance, Jimmy G says Trey Lance to stay positive, so he's, that positive reinforcement shows me that Jimmy cares and he's not arrogant, but he's still gonna do well. He's not gonna hold back. Um, Cowboys versus Giants. Cowboys always seem to get prime times. Um, Giants 2-0. Wow. Dak is out. There's been some rumors about Colin Kaepernick at the Cowboys. Um, yeah, I think with all that mix up, the Giants are going to be 3-0. So now we're moving on to college football. Very interesting. All the upsets that have happened already. Um, Baylor Bears should win. Pittsburgh should win. Is Rhode Island 2-1? Yeah. Pittsburgh should win. Michigan should win. Blowout. Um, Georgia should win. Penn State should win. I'm gonna say Wake Forest wins against Clemson. It's my hot take. Miami should win. Tennessee should win. Although I hope the Gators don't drop out of the AP poll because they're a really good team. Texas should win. Mississippi. Ole Miss has been really solid. Gonna be a tough game for Oregon, but Oregon should win. Texas A&M, interesting team. Arkansas though is a lot better caliber, so I'm gonna go with Arkansas. Kentucky, I think they got it. Ohio State should win against Wisconsin, both Big Ten teams. NC State should win, no problem. Alabama should win. I'm so surprised to see that number 2 seed again with Alabama, associated with Alabama. Oklahoma should win. I'm surprised that Kansas City lost. USC dominant. They could be in that top 4. Wyoming, BYU should win. I'm pretty surprised they got blown out, and it wasn't more of a competitive game against the Ducks last week. Utah should win, and Washington should win, which Washington beat Michigan State, and Michigan State this week is going against the Gophers. I think Gophers will win and move to 4-0, right? Yeah, they're going to. Here's my kind of rankings. Actually, I'm gonna adjust the AP polls rankings. Okay. No, here's how I see it. Clemson's not gonna be there. USC and Kentucky could be in that 4. NC State could. Tennessee, Arkansas could. We'll see with these future games. Like Georgia and Alabama are playing this year sometime, I think. Georgia Bulldogs. No. Let's see when they're playing. Yeah, so I think these games are going to be really decisive. Not only the Georgia games, but all these teams playing each other. Are they going against Alabama? Or not? I want to see Florida Gators. So, yeah, these games are gonna be really decisive here. Um, I think the Gators will do well. I think Alabama's gonna. Let's see if they have really a testing schedule this year or not. Jeez. They have an easy game, and then they have a. That'll be a good game. That'll be a test. Two tests. Three tests in a row. They might have a loss in here. I think it'd be Tennessee and or Arkansas. Ole Miss, I could see an upset there. Hmm. Anyways, have a good night. Enjoy tonight's game. Steelers versus Browns. I'm gonna say. Oh, who'd I go with? Steelers. Oh, interesting. Huh. Alright. Have a great night.